Tribal kind of sucked, but it also kind of didn't suck at the same time. I don't know. Because, yes, the main target went out, Sandra went out. However, me and Fran were under the impression that Marcy was essentially done for, so we voted for her. Well, it turns out she had the idol. And, yeah, I'm scared now because with her still here, I'm worried if she's still willing to even work with us. Hey, Marcy. Oh, hey, you two. What do you want? Listen, we want to say that we are kind of sorry for voting for you because we were under the impression that you were essentially screwed. So why did you still vote for me? Well, to be honest, we just couldn't go to Rocks because we wanted to see if that side was going to have anyone to flip, and, well, none of them were going to back down, so we just couldn't go to Rocks, plain and simple. We couldn't. No, it's cool, it's cool. But you do see now that now I can't really trust you two anymore. I guess fair, but at least consider the fact that we are still willing to work with you and that we still have your best interest. Those two do not. Okay then. I'm actually pretty worried because for the first time in this game, I feel like my game is now on thin ice. I mean, yeah, there was a chance it was probably on thin ice before, but now it really is, because after me and Matt backstabbed Marcy, now we're kind of in a bit of a pickle, because if she doesn't trust us and just goes with John and Carl and votes either me or Matt out next, then, well, chances are the next one's going to fall soon after. And that worries me because I certainly do not want to go home Final 5 or Final 4. I don't really trust Matt and Fran at all. They told me, straight and simple, that they were doing Sandra, and that we were all doing Sandra, but apparently they didn't want to go to Rocks, so they voted for me. Thank God I had my idol and used it, else I would have been done for. But yeah. But I think this whole thing actually works out perfectly for me, because I think I'm in the center of this entire thing. I've got Fran and Matt in one spot, and then John and Carl in the other. And I could go with either side. And I'm pretty sure neither side would want to take me out, because I'm pretty sure they would know that they don't want to go 2v2 in a Final 4 situation. So, I actually think this entire thing actually works out perfectly for me. So in some way, I guess Matt and Fran did me a huge favor. Well, sucks that Sandra's gone. Yeah, it does. Tribal didn't really go so well. Marcy kind of used the idol and messed everything up. Sandra went out. I think it all went well, I guess, in that sense, because at least the blood's not on my hands. So, at least I'll be able to, get her vote if I end up making it to the end. Well, now what do we do? Well, the only thing we can count on is Marcy losing trust with Matt and Fran, because they voted for her as well, so I feel like we and Fran and Matt are on an even playing field. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, so as long as Marcy is willing to work with us, then I feel like, we do have an opening to make Final 4. I've worked out this whole scenario quite succinctly. It's me and Carl versus Fran and Matt and Marcy. However, Marcy was voted by both Fran and Matt at last night's tribal council. Yes, we voted for her as well, but she trusted Fran and Matt, so we gotta hope that she trusts them less than me and Carl. Because chances are if she's willing to forgive and forget, then, well, Carl and I are kind of going out next. So, feel like we just need to count on Marcy losing trust with both Fran and Matt. That's essentially what we gotta bank on. Guys, why hasn't production picked us up yet? Yeah, aren't we supposed to have a challenge today? I don't really know. It's day 33 and it's a Final 5 situation right now. Usually you're not supposed to make it to Final 5 this early, but the reason why we are is because of the double tribal council at the end of the pre-merge. So that's the only reason why it's taking so long to, get to where you would usually get to the Final 5, which is like day 36, 37, and all that. So, it does kind of worry me when the next challenge is gonna be. Okay guys, seriously, where are they? I truly do not know. Yeah, we were supposed to have tribal same night too, so I don't know what the heck's going on. Alright, I don't know what is going on. Production still hasn't showed up. We should have had a challenge by now, and well, someone should have been out by now, so I'm really confused what is going on and why nobody has showed up, but I'm getting worried. Why am I just so tired? I don't know, I have a headache. It's like, what, day 36 now? And the challenge still hasn't happened. And now all of us suddenly now have a splitting headache. We're all tired right now. So I don't know what is gonna happen. Looks like they arrived. Finally. Jeez. And then finally, production shows up. And now I'm getting a sneaking suspicion that this was all part of the plan. Welcome to your next immunity challenge. For this challenge, it's a pretty simple one. All you gotta do is stand on your platform and outlast everybody else. If you fall or step down, you're out. Last one standing wins immunity. Safe from the vote. Guaranteed a spot in the final four. Okay, no. We have many questions. Okay? Why did it take so long to set up the challenge if it's going to be this simple? Well, that's the thing. Last night, you were all given a massive sugar rush with energy drinks and coffee. And now you are incredibly tired and probably have massive headaches. This challenge is very simple, so we decided to up the ante by making you all incredibly tired. So, this challenge should be even more enduring than you think. You are cruel, Probst. Hey, this game is all about pushing your body to its limits, and this is at least the furthest limits we can go. So, step onto your platforms and we'll get started. Everybody's up. This challenge is on. In your tired state, this challenge is going to be incredibly difficult to do. So, give it all you got. There has to be some kind of survivor prohibition of this kind of thing. This is cruel. 5 minutes have gone by. Everyone's still standing. Let's keep extending time. 15 minutes have gone by. Everyone's still standing. And just as I say that, John falls. We are down to 4. It's been a half hour, and the remaining 4 players still standing. Keep fighting. Ooh, and Matt goes down. We're down to 3. This is rough. Indeed it is. Whoever came up with this challenge, just know that I forever hate you. An hour has gone by. Everyone's still standing. And Fran steps down. She's out of this challenge. We are down to Marcy and Carl, fighting it out for immunity. Carl has won a total of 3 challenges so far. Could this be his 4th? One hour, 35 minutes, and counting. And Marcy's down, which means Carl has won immunity and is safe from the vote. Congratulations, Carl, on winning immunity. You're safe from the vote. As for everybody else, Tribal Council, someone will be the 12th person voted out and the 6th member of our jury. Won't be you. Anyways, I'll actually give you guys a day to recover, head back to camp, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I am so incredibly tired. Thank God we at least get the rest of the day to get back to ourselves, because oh my God, I am so tired right now. But I am grateful to have won again and get 4 immunity wins on my resume now. So, I'm feeling rather good. Is everyone feeling better? Yeah, I'm good. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, great job, Carl. Thanks, guys. All of us are still trying to recover from the endeavor that was the last challenge. Like, seriously, whoever came up with the idea of making the challenge so basic and simple, but have us be tired, is a cruel individual, and I hope I never meet you in person. But back to the game. Carl won, which I guess is fine. Matt and Fran aren't immune, so essentially I can pick one of the sides. I guess Matt and Fran are going for John, but that also means that John and Carl are going for either Matt or Fran. And I essentially think I'm going to pick and choose who to go. So, I guess you guys are doing John? Yeah, Carl's immune, so we have no other choice. Yeah, you good with us, Mars? Oh yeah, as long as you two don't go behind my back and vote for me. No, we won't. Will we, though? I mean, because here's the thing. If we vote for Marcy, and John and Carl do, you know, she just goes out. Yeah, who do you think they're voting for? I have no clue. So, I guess we're just gonna find out. I still have my idol. Oh yeah, do you want to play it tonight? Well, I mean, tonight's the last night we can use it, so I guess I will. But I don't know who they're voting for. I presume they would vote for me, but I don't know. Yeah, they could just easily vote for me and throw everything off. Who knows? Because Carl's immune from elimination, all me and Matt can do is vote for John. And we just gotta count that Marcy will do as well. I don't know if she will, she doesn't trust us, but in case if she doesn't, I do have my idol. So I can play it tonight. However, I don't know who they're voting for, because they could vote for Matt, but they could easily vote for me to throw everything off. I would presume they might vote for Matt, but again, I don't want to just end up using it and then it's a misused idol play. And I don't want to end up going home or having Matt go out. So who are you guys doing tonight? We aren't sure. Yeah, I'm kind of worried. About what? About the idol. I mean, Sandra did tell me and Carl that, you know, those two had the idol. Do they now? Yeah, so we gotta be careful. It's a 50-50 chance if we get it right. Interesting. Carl's immune, and that's good for him, I guess, but it's not good for me, because that means I'm Matt and Fran's target. And what makes it even worse is that they have the idol, because Sandra told me and Carl about that. So I'm worried if they're gonna play it, and I end up going out because of it. And, well, I don't know. I'm worried now. And I don't know if Marcy's going to take the offer. I don't know if she'll be willing to, you know, go through with this plan if it's not going to pull off. There is one drawback to the plan John and Carl have for me. And it's not the fact that I don't trust them. I don't, but that's besides the point, because I don't trust Matt or Frank. But the drawback is the fact that, if they have the idol, then that means that it's a 50-50 chance that this blindside could or couldn't work. And I don't want to just make a move that's not going to work and have, you know, them use the idol and screw everything up. And, yeah, I know it kind of sounds hypocritical of me to say that because I literally just did that, you know, when Sandra went out, but still. It's Final 5, and I think it's just right to have one of them end up going out. The question is it going to be worth it if they end up playing the idol on one another? I don't know. Well, the thing we can hope for is that we play it as subtly as possible, pick the right person, and hope they mess up. Yeah, that's our only hope at this point. Alright then. So this plan may or may not work, and if it doesn't work, then that means John is going home. But I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because with him going on to the jury, I feel like I might have a strong chance at winning this whole thing as long as I win the last challenge. Because, you know, I think I got Sandra, I think I got Gerald, and I don't know where everybody else stands, but I feel like I might have the votes to win. So if John goes, it won't be the worst thing ever, but that is counting on the fact that if I even win the last challenge, which I may not, but still. This vote is kind of important, because it could work, it may not work, so we're just gonna have to go in tonight and hope that they misplay the idol. So I guess if tonight doesn't work out and one of us goes out, I do want to tell you that it's been a pleasure working with you, and I really enjoyed working with you. You're a great girl, and I hope we can be friends on the outside. Oh, well, thank you, Matt. Thank you. I really don't want to misplay the idol, because if I use it on myself, if they're voting for Matt, then that's, misplay idol on my resume. But if I use the idol on Matt and they're actually voting for me, then I'm gonna look like a massive freaking idiot. So, I don't know. Do I want to look like an idiot? Or, have just a misused idol play on my resume? I truly do not know. The writing is all on this idol play. If it works out, it works out, and, me and Fran stay alive for another day. If not, we're probably going out, but we gotta hope that, the idol play works and John goes out. Welcome to another tribal council. Before we begin, we'll bring in the members of our jury. Memphis, Gerald, Courtney, Daniel, and Sandra voted out the last tribal council. So, Carl, another immunity win. I mean, we're approaching the final four. How confident are you? Well, I am fairly confident. I've won so far the most this season. And, well, I hope I can continue that with the next challenge, because if not, probably gonna be the next one to go. So, as we're getting down to the final five, about to be four, Matthew, what is the criteria for tonight's vote? Well, you just want to get through tonight. You want to try and see where everyone's voting, and hopefully they'll be with you. Marcy, is that the same thing with you? I would say so, but at the same time, you also gotta focus on who you don't want to see in the end and who do you think you can't beat in the end. And, it could play that way tonight, it could not, but we'll find out. Alright, with that said, it's time to vote. Marcy, you'll start us off. John M., I hope it's you tonight, and hopefully the idol play goes right, or Marcy votes with us. It's tough deciding who's the bigger threat, but in the end, I feel like this is the right route to take. I'll go tally the votes. Alright, I have the votes. Now, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now is the last time you can do so. Yeah, Jeff, I'll play it. This is tough. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna use it on myself. Alright, thank you. Rules of Survivor state that if a hidden immunity is played, any votes cast for that person will not count. The person with the next highest amount of votes will be sent home. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Fran will not count. Anyway, I'll read the votes. First vote. John. John. That's 2 votes, John. Matt. That's 2 votes, John.
God damn
1
it.
vote, Matt. Well, that was a waste. Matt. We're tied. 2 votes, John. 2 votes, Matt. 1 vote left. Twelfth person voted out, and the 6th member of our jury, Matt. Need to bring me a torch.
Dang it.
Matt, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Well, look guys, see you later. And then there were 4. You guys have A few more days left out here in this game, and one more immunity challenge. Make it count. Anyways, got nothing else for you guys. Grab your stuff and head back to camp. Good night. Well, this is the end. It's unfortunate I can't make it to the Final Four, but still, Final Five's pretty solid. I kind of wish that Marcy stuck with me, and I kind of wish the idle play pulled off, but it didn't. Still will root for Fran all the way. She's got my vote if she makes it to the end. If she doesn't, then I don't really know who I'm actually going to vote for now that I think about it.